Hi everybody, this is Susie and welcome to another Wild Orchid Crafts video on behalf of the Wild Bunch. Hope all of you are doing well today. As some of you know that I have not been well lately and kind of been in the bed a lot and lying down thinking that I'd like to join in on the Wild Bunch, Wild Orchid Crafts April challenge for flowers, and making a flower from some of the items that we carry over at Wild Orchid Crafts. And I was very excited that this came to my mind because I was really trying to, I know I've created flowers in the past and I have some videos on that, and one of them was like kind of like a pom-pom flower that I made into a plant. That was sometime last year. And I was trying to make something different that all of us can use in our projects, in our layouts, in our mini books, and inside of the mini book without being able to close it and being able to use the flower for something aside being on top of like a box or some other item that would hang on a wall or what have you. So I thought of this, and I'm going to share with you exactly what you're going to need for this project, and then I'm going to show it to you. That's how excited I am. Okay. You're going to need, of course, a scissor. You're going to need a crochet needle, and the crochet needle that I am using is a letter K or a 10.5 size, which is a 6.5 millimeter, or one of your choice that you may already have home, but something that you can have a end on. And these really beautiful flower back shaped flat back pearls from Wild Orchid Crafts. You can use those, and some vintage seam binding of your choice. These are our flowers, and for this project I am going to be using the vintage seam binding, and that item number is SB00014, and the color is called Pink Tulip. And along with that, I'm going to be using the flat back pearl REZ013, which is a 12 millimeter in the baby pink. And you're going to need some hot glue, of course. Okay? And so now is the exciting, and you're going to need like some circles, either fabric or paper. If you're going to use the flowers for a paper project, you can certainly use this, but some people like using paper, and I've punched these out with my Sizzix die. So you're going to need a circle. Okay. Are you ready for this? Look how stinking cute these are. I am so totally excited to show these to you. I absolutely love them because they are made of seam binding. The backing is fabric. And we can wear this, ladies, in our hair, on our flip-flops in the center. How adorable would that be? Okay, in the center of our tank tops or on the lapel. We can certainly put one on our purses. We can glue them both together and have a really cute fabric keychain for our keys, like for the yard or something, or for taking the dog out. And these are really, really adorable. And definitely put them on the front of a card, inside a mini book, on the outside of our journals. I mean, I can just quickly show you. I have something here at hand. I mean, the color is totally off, but if I was going to use it on a journal, look how sweet that would look. Okay, so let me show you how to make these, and it's really very easy. I don't know if you have not crocheted before. That won't be a problem because I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Step by step, it's going to be really easy. Get whatever color of your choice for the seam binding. Okay, and I am using my laptop, so I know that we're in picture here. You're going to get this, and you're going to wrap it around your finger as if you're going to make a knot. And it's kind of like a slip knot. You're going to leave about 2 inches hanging here. Okay, and you're going to push through, and you're going to pull that out. Okay? I'm going to leave that piece a little bit longer. Okay, so you have the slip knot here, just like as if it was a piece of wool. I'm not the best at tutorials, but this is Susie Live, you guys, okay? You're going to put your crochet needle in there, and what you're going to do is you're going to make a chain. And when I was in bed, I was starting off a scarf, and when I was doing it, I was thinking, oh my goodness, how fun would this be if it were a flower? So here goes. It might feel a little strange at first, it did to me, but you'll get used to doing it. So what you're going to do here is, let me see, I just want to make sure that we are, is that better? And you're gonna just crochet, not tightly. I mean, if you want it tight, you certainly can. And you're gonna, oops, you're gonna grab the piece of seam binding and you're gonna pull it through the circle, and again, and just keep doing that over and over again. It might be a little tough, as you can see. I'm not having the quickest time in it, but it's okay. I'm also new at crocheting the seam binding. And the seam binding from Wild Orchid Crafts, I just want to tell you, is a really nice feel. It's almost like a silky feel. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it in a way. And you're going to notice, and if you've ever crocheted before, when you look at it, it's kind of turning into a braid. So, and you're just going to keep going. And the next question you guys are going to ask me is, how long is this supposed to be? Well, I never measured it. That's very sad. So that's not good on my part. But I'm just going to eyeball it, and then, you know, you'll take it from there. And see how pretty that is? Okay. I'm just going to keep going. I might not talk for a second or two. And I'm just going to keep crochet, crochet, crochet. Okay. Oops. And you're just going to, this is not going to be long enough for the vintage binding rosette. So I'm just going to do it a little bit more. And as you're doing it, you can stop and just measure, because you might not want a circle this size. And I don't know where my ruler is, but I would say it's probably about 2 inches in the width. So I'm just going to take my piece of, right now, let me see that, okay, I'm going to take my piece of felt, and I'm just going to bend it in half like that, like a moon, and I'm going to cut a little slit in there. And you can see there's like a little hole in there. Okay, I'm not actually done yet, but I'm rolling this because I just want to kind of eyeball it in a way, just to make sure that it's large enough to fit around this piece of felt. And again, you might want it smaller, but I happen to really like this size. Okay, so I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, and that circle is a really nice size rosette flower once it's finished off. And I've been a crocheter. My grandma taught me when I was a little girl, so I can actually watch television and just go at it. So I'm not going to go that quick on you, but just to get the idea so that we can get rolling on the fun part, which is the actually assembly of the flower. And I love it that it's fabric, because there's so much that you can do with fabric. I mean, this stuff is washable. I mean, I've used this already. Okay, just like 1 or 2 more stitches here. I'm not feeling well. I really wanted to do this video for you, because I don't know when the next video is coming out. Okay, so I'm winging this right now. I'm just going to leave myself a little bit of space here. And I'm just going to cut it straight off, just like you cut anything else. Okay? I'm going to do like 1 more stitch, because that was a long piece. And then I'm just going to pull it right through, and it ends it on its own with a knot. Okay, here comes the fun. Alright, so now I'm going to take this piece of felt. And I'm going to hold it in the center, and I'm just going to pull it through, if you can see that right there. Just going to pull through that piece of seam binding that I started off in the very beginning. Okay? Okay, and now I have my glue gun on the wrong side, but it's the only way I can sit here and do this with you. Okay? So, now you're going to put a little bit of glue down right on the front there. That's not good. This is going to hit me. Okay, and you're gonna go in a circle, and you're just gonna keep following it. So go a little bit, cover your glue with your circle, and then you're gonna add a little bit more glue. And for any of you that made flowers, this is just gonna be a piece of cake for you to keep going at and making, and just so much fun. And even if you don't want to use the hot glue, you can certainly use the Fabri-Tac. Because the Fabri-Tac does work with paper. There are crafters who use it on paper in their projects. If you're going to be doing this with kids, just to pass time and have fun. Okay, and you're just going to be going around again. I'm hoping that you can see that. See, so far? Okay. And just keep putting the glue down and going around with your crocheted braid of vintage seam binding. And you should see all the beautiful colors that are on the Wild Orchid Craft site. You can make so many lovely rosettes to go with your projects, even to match off with some of the flowers that are at the store. Okay, try to go as close as the edge that you possibly can to finish off. Okay, and I'm almost done here. I did burn my finger a little. Okay, and now that I have this very end piece there, I'm just going to glue the knot down. Very simple. And you have your vintage seam binding rosette. Now this piece that's hanging down, what I've done with that, just to secure it, I don't want to cut it. So I'm just going to take some glue, and I'm going to bring it from the outside to the center of where I pulled it through the hole. And I'm just going to hold it down a little bit. It's hot, so be careful. And you're going to have your seam binding flower with this piece through it here. And so I just very simply tied a knot, a little slip knot there. And then you can do with this what you wish. You can certainly put a pin through there and wear it. Put on any of your projects. Use your imagination. Tie it to your shoes. Oh my God, wouldn't that be so sweet? Okay, so now what I want to do, I'm very excited because this is the best part, is the embellishing part, because it's so much fun to play. I have a flat back pearl, also from Wild Orchid Crafts. See, here's the package, and I want to just see how that looks. Oh, that's really cute. That is really cute. That is pink. Okay. And I'm just going to put some hot glue in the center there. Hold that down for a second. And you have a really, really pretty Wild Orchid Crafts vintage seam binding hand crocheted rosette with a gorgeous flat back pearl in the center. And there are so many different colors that you can get if you go onto the site. They're in purple, blue, green, white, cream, pink, and I don't know the other colors offhand if there are any more than that, but there's certainly a large amount to pick from along with the seam binding. So yeah, you see, and here's my original one, and you can see it's just about the same size because I cut the same size circles out, but you can certainly go a lot larger, a lot smaller, maybe even, okay, maybe even, imagine how cute this would look. One after the next on a headband. I think I'm going to try that one. Okay, you guys, so I hope that